Hello there. Welcome back to Mathematical Literacy Grade 10. Today we want to look at a question paper that is March 2019. This is for the province of KwaZulu-Natal. So we are going to go through this question. It's grade 10, remember, and then we answer the questions that are going to follow. So this is a common test of March 2019. So that's what we have. So on that question, we are going to look at question 4 on that question paper. So we go to our question. This is our question, which is question 4. And 4.1 reads, Sasha is a butchery manager and earns 124,000 rands per year. And then 4.1.1 reads, 124,000 rands is another format that is often used to write figures. Explain the purpose in this context of using comma in a number. So you'd see that in the figure that we are given there, we have got a comma that is here. And then our question is asking us the purpose of using this comma. So you'd see that this comma is used as a substitute of the space that we have in this original figure that we are given here. We've got a space that is here, and this space is replaced by a comma in some other context. So the purpose of the comma is to separate, to act as a thousand separator. That is, it's separating the 1,000 parts and the 100 parts. So it comes as a 1,000 separator. So for 4.1.1, we can just give that explanation on 4.1.1. And remember, it is 2 marks there. So we are on 4.1.1. Here we can say 4.1.1. And the explanation that we can give is that to separate numbers, using a 1,000 separator. Using a 1,000 separator. Using a 1,000 separator. So that's what we have in terms of 4.1.1. Then we can go back to check the next question that we have in this question. Right? If you go to the next question now, next question is such a states that 15% and 6/40 of your salary will yield the same salary increase. Then verify whether a statement is correct. Show all your calculations. Right. So this question is asking us, is 15%, this question is asking us there whether 15%, this one, is equal to 6/40. So what we have to do is just to verify whether our 6%, if we reduce it to a percentage, is it going to lead us to 15%? So that's our question. So this is a very simple question. We are just going to express 6/40 to a percentage, and then we see if it's going to lead us to 15%. So by converting it to 15%, it means we multiply this fraction by 100/1. And whenever we are converting a fraction to a percentage, we just multiply by 100/1. So we now say this is our next question, which is 4.1.2, which is 4.1.2. And remember, we are now going to calculate 6/40, and then we express it as a percentage, say 6/40. And then we multiply by 100/1 to express it as a percentage. Then we make a comparison with that 15%. So if you use your calculator, you say 6 divided by 40. The answer that you get there, you multiply by 100, you get your percentage there. So you see that the answer that you get is going to be again 15%. It's going to be 50%, and this represents that they are the same. They are the same. We can go back to recheck exactly what the question is asking us. The question is saying, let's try to recheck what we have there. We'll verify whether a statement is correct. Show all your calculations. So we have shown the calculation. So the statement is correct. yes statement is correct. So you can just make a conclusion beneath that to indicate that the statement is really correct. So here you can now say yes statement is correct. So you have explained that your findings are that the statement is correct. So that's what we have there. Then we move on to the next question. The next question is, hence calculate the actual salary increase in rand. We are told that the salary increase in 4.1.2 is 15%, and then now they want the actual amount of the salary of the increase. So basically, we are just going to say 15% of the salary. So if you go up there, you see that you are given the salary at the beginning of the question. That the butchery manager, Sarah is the butchery manager and earns 100, and Quent, which is Sasha. Sorry, Sasha is the butchery manager and earns 124,000 rand. So this is the salary. So we are just going to say 15% of 124,000, or alternatively, you can say 6/40 times 124,000. You get the same answer since you are having 15% again for 6/40. So here we can use 15%, which is a little bit simple there. 15%. So what we are going to do next. Now we are on 4.1.3. 4.1.3. So what we are going to do there, we are going to say we want to calculate the increase in rands. So we are going to say 15%. 15% of 124,000. So of 124,000 rands. And we see that our 15% now we can convert it to a fraction, whereby we are now saying 15 over 100. Remember, whenever you're converting to the percentage to a fraction, you just put the figure of the percentage as a numerator, and then you say over 100. And then here we multiply by 124,000. This is our rands, and obviously this is over 1. So calculator, you can punch in 15 divided by 100. The answer that you get there, you multiply by 124,000 there. So if you do that, there, the answer that you are going to get there is 18,600. 18,600. So it means here it's now equal to 18,600. So this is what we have as our final answer. So this is representing now our increase here. So this is our increase. So that's what we have in terms of 4.1.3. Then we can move on to check the next question that we have. Next question that we have. We are now on 4.2. 4.2 reads, the butcher sells beef at 69 rands per kg. And then the first question, 4.2.1, explain what does 60 rand per kg means. So this is very simple. What does it mean? It means this kg is representing 1 kg. The kg that we have here, the kg that we have here is representing 1 kg. Or this one is representing 1 kg. So what it means is 1 kg is worth 69 rands. That's basically what it means. So we can put it in a sentence to explain what that expression means. So it's 4.2.1. We have 4.2.1. We can come here, and this is 4.2.1. Then the explanation that we can give there is that the price of beef, per kilogram, the price of beef per kilogram is 69 rands. Is 69 rands. So this we've given the explanation in terms of what the expression is standing for there on 4.2.1. So that's what we have. Then we'll move on to the next question, which is 4.2.2. On 4.2.2, the question is reading, how much will a customer pay for 1.5 kg of beef? So what does it mean? We are given that a kg is 69 rands. So what about 1.5 kgs? So basically very simple. We are going to say 1.5 times 69 to get our value for the 1.5 kg that we are given. So this is 4.2.2. So we can come here. We are now on 4.2.2. 4.2.2. So basically, we are saying if 1 kg is 7 grams, 1.5 kg, we are just going to say 1.5 kg. We multiply by the amount per kg now, which is 69. And then if you multiply correctly there, 1.5 times 69, you are going to get 103.50, 103.5. So we are having 103.50. And remember, this is money, so we express it to 2 decimal places there to represent our cents. Remember, this section, this other side of the comma is representing our cents. So this is what we have in terms of 4.2.2. And then we can move on to the next question that we have there. 4.2.3 now reads, Sasha uses the kitchen scale to weigh meat for customers with an empty barrel weighing 150 grams. So the barrel is one that is weighing 150 grams. And then next sentence, if the scale reads the total weight of 3.25 kgs. So it means if the total scale, if the total weight here is 3.25 kgs, what does it mean? It means this weight that we have here, 3.25, is meat, the meat and the barrel. The meat plus the barrel will give us the 3.25. Then the first question A is saying determine the weight in kg of meat placed on the scale. So if the meat and the barrel, the meat and the barrel to put together, they are giving us 3.25. Here, what does it mean? It means we have got a barrel and then we have got meat inside, and then the total weight there that we are having there of the barrel and the meat is equal to 3.25. And then the question is saying the barrel now only is 150 grams. So they are asking for the weight of meat that is inside. So this is the weight that we are looking for. So to get this weight, we just say the total of the total, and then we subtract the weight of the barrel, and then we are left with the weight of the meat. So basically, we are saying 3.25 kgs, then you subtract the 150 grams. But firstly, we have to convert this 150 grams to kgs. So we can go there now on 4.2.3 on the first part, which is A. 4.2.3. So here we come to 4.2.3. So the first thing that we have to do is to convert 150 grams to kgs. How do we convert it? We know that we have got 1,000 grams are equal to 1 kgs. So what about 150 grams? So to convert these grams to kgs, we are going to divide by 1,000. So we are going to say 150, and then we divide by 1,000 grams to convert it to what? To kgs. So when we do that, there obviously there you're going to get 0.15. So it becomes 0.15 kgs. So that's what we have. So we have now converted these grams to kgs. So we have got now the same unit, which are kgs. So we can now say the total weight. Remember, the total weight that we are given there is 3.25. So we are saying 3.25 kgs. Then we subtract 0.15 kgs, so that we find the weight of the meat only. So we calculate there. We use our calculator there. Say 3.25 minus 0.15. Then we try to see what we get there. We try to see what we get there. So let's try to calculate there, and then here 3.25 minus 0.15, then we are going to get 3.1 kg. So this is what you get there. So this represents now the weight in kgs of the meat. Then this is the first part, which is A. So here it means we were on A. So obviously we are going to B now. Let's see what our B is saying there. The B is reading there. Zishe was charged 213.90 rands for beef purchased. Verify all your calculations whether the amount charged is correct. So this amount that we are given here, which is 213.90, we want to verify if it's worth for the kgs of meat that were purchased there. So what we are going to do there, let's try to see what we are going to do. Remember, the weight of the meat is 3.1 kgs. We found it there at A. Here is 3.1 kgs. And then we just want to verify if this 3.1 kgs is worth 213.90. And at the beginning of the question, we can go up to check. We are given the amount per kg is 69 per kg. So to verify if it's worth this amount, we just say 69 rands times 3.1 kgs. And then I will see what answer do we get there. So this is the second part. This is the second part that we have there. This is the second part that we have there. Let's try to verify. It's now B. So on B now we are saying, we are simply saying 3.1 kgs. Then we multiply by the amount per kg, which is 69 rands. So if you multiply there, you are going to get, let's use our calculator, 3.1 kg times 69, then you get 213.90. So that's what we have there. So we check again the figure that we need to compare with that we're given in the question. We are seeing that is the same figure here, which is 213 here. So 213.90. So it means it's correct. It means we have got the correct amount being charged there. So basically, you can just give a summary beneath that, verify that this is correct. So you can just say therefore the amount charged is correct. So that's what we have there. So this marks the last part of this question, which is question 4 of the question paper of March 2019. Thank you for listening. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share. We meet again in the next video as we go through mathematical literacy grade 10. With that, we meet again. I'm signing out.